Well, hello there. So, workout number one, liability disclaimer is first that hopefully you have considered that if you are taking prescription medication, if you have had some health challenges in the last few years, you have obtained permission or the okay from your medical doctor to begin a workout or training or strength program. So a reminder that I can't be there to see your range of motion, how you feel, assess structural challenges, if you've got any kind of condition that you've been managing or mobility impairment. I can't witness that. And so I need to be able to trust you that you are respecting the bounds of your bodies, that you're paying attention to the cues that I'm giving you, that you are not pushing too hard. This first couple of weeks, we are probably going to just strictly focus on getting a good baseline of how we move, how we feel. I'm not doing anything crazy here. I am just going to help you assess where your weaknesses lie, where your strengths lie, just get you mobile, get the blood flowing, and start to use your muscles. And so it might feel easy, it might feel really hard. I just want you to be in your body. I want you to be patient with yourself, and I want you to just take it easy. No hard crushing drive-in workouts here. This is good quality movement. This is functional. I can get myself off the floor if I fall. I can get myself off a toilet if I need to. Longevity of practice, better quality living. That's my goal. Okay, so we are paying attention to our body. Your work rounds, 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds transition or rest between moves. For many of my people who have just come back to training after a long time of not training, the hardest thing is getting up and down off the floor, of course. So it makes perfect sense that that is the case. Your first move, I'm going to demo, and then we're going to warm up together, and then we're going to work together, and then we're going to stretch. Okay, so our first move is a squat. If you have been a long time without body weight squatting, I want you to squat over a chair or a stool so that you can get a feeling for depth without feeling that you're going to fall backwards, okay? Be careful with squats. Lots of times our knees come forward, which puts us into our toes, and that is hard on your knees. You want to sit back like you're squatting in to pee in a field, yeah? Or squat like you're gonna sit on a stool or a bench. So here I'm just lightly kissing the bench. Stand up tall, open your hip flexors, squeeze your bum. So reaching that bum back, gently kiss off the stool and stand up. If you need to, sit right down, push into the heel to stand up, same thing. Open the hip flexors, squeeze the bum. Move number 2 is a cross crawl. So fingertips gently behind the ears. I want you to nice and slow pull knee to the elbow, tap it, and then plant. So you are going to reach for the elbow with your knee, tap it if possible. If that is just not possible for you, tap it with your hand. It's important that you make that connection in your brain. Good healthy movement is physical connection, opposite sides, contralateral sides of the body, okay? Third move is a lunge. You may need to use a chair to stabilize or something even to push yourself out of the bottom of a lunge. Single leg work is very powerful, and if it's been a long time since you've used one leg, one glute, one quad to stand up off the ground, by round 2, 3, by rep 10, it's going to be tough. So no shame, just be in your body, assess it. You're going to reach back with one foot, control down to the ground, and then push back up that foot to come off. So you might want to hang on to a chair or a stool. You don't have to worry about hovering at this point. Soft plant, don't smash your knee on the ground, push off the back foot and push into the floor with that front foot. To get up off the ground, okay? So you are just going to lunge, tap the knee down, stand back up. There are 5 rounds, and so in that last round, we're gonna alternate legs with that move. So you'll end up doing 2 rounds on the left, 2 rounds on the right, and 1 alternating. Then you have a balance. We're going to do a variety of balances. We're just going to assess core control, vestibular balance, how our body perceives our stability in time and space. So first one is whole foot on the ground. You are going to lift your knee, squeeze your bum cheek, and just hold that stabilization, okay? So first round is just lifting the knee, standing up tall. Second time we go through the list, you are going to soften the front knee, don't stiff leg lockout, soften the front knee, whole foot balance, and you are going to headlights, hips down. You are going to just gently reach out to the T and then stand back up. So for 30 seconds, we are just going to do like a figure skating, yeah? What do they call a spiral? Something like that. So you're going to do, it'll end up being 2 rounds of this and then 2 rounds of the T balance. We're going to do opposite legs. And then the last one, we will mix it up and do 15 seconds of tree pose, one side, 15 seconds of tree pose, other side, okay? Then you've got, last round, a plank. Planks are very challenging moves. Ideally, in a perfect world, we would be wrists under shoulders, feet hip width apart, hanging onto our plank here. If you are starting out today, first time in a long time, I still want you to set up wrists under the shoulders, but you might need to work from your knees, and I just want you to work on no booty popping out the back here, okay? Tuck it in, nice plank line, solid from the knees, holding on for 30 seconds. When I started my own, when I started going to the gym, actually in 2015, I couldn't hold a plank from my toes for 20 seconds. You are going to be surprised by your body probably. You're probably going to be embarrassed. You're probably going to feel, maybe you'll feel really good that you're doing better than you think you are. Just know that this is the baseline. This is the ground level. This is where we start. And it can only go up from here. So to warm up, we are going to start with just basic mobility. Chin to the chest, eyes lead the move, eyes up, chin up, and back down. So when we were looking at neck mobility, I want you to pay attention to, where's everything tight? Do I feel it in my traps? Is it pinch at the back of my head? Is it hard to get my chin down to my chest? Eyes up, eyes down. Next time your eyes are up, I want you to do what's called jawing. So you're going to open your mouth, close your back teeth. This is going to reset your head on the top of your spine. Last 2. And last one. This time, shoulders point straight forward. And you are going to shoulder check. Eyes lead the move. Right shoulder, left shoulder. Eyes look behind. Don't let your shoulders or waist turn. Last 2. Last 1. Shoulders to the ears, big shrug, and then reach your fingertips for your feet. So big long shrug, tension tight, long reach, long neck, shoulders away from the ears. And this time you're going to squeeze in the front and squeeze shoulder blades together in the back. Crush the front muscles, squeeze in the back, pinch shoulder blades together. Last 3, and 2, and 1. Widen out your feet a tiny bit. You're going to push the hips forward, round through long hamstrings, like you're inside a hula hoop, okay? So you want to stick with the sticky points. There'll be jagged edges for you in hip mobility. You'll feel the tight spots because you'll go crack, 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 crack all the way around the edge. Your goal is to connect the skin with the hula hoop. Keep the skin connected to the inside of the hula hoop all the way around, visually in your brain, other direction. Long hamstring, stretch out the back end. My knees aren't really doing anything here, just essentially being a stiff version as we warm up hips, core, rib cage, everything in here. Okay, so rocking side to side, same thing. Push hips one side, then the other. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, feet a little closer together. If your knees are super fragile, you don't need to do this. Otherwise, it's just a nice, easy sweeping motion, getting joints mobile. Few one way, few the other way. And then you are going to maybe need to hang on to a wall or a chair. You're going to point and flex the ankle, and then ankle circles. Foot one way, foot the other way. And point and flex again. Same thing, other leg. Point, flex, cracks. And ankle circles one way, ankle circles the other way. Same thing, other direction. We are going to do 10 step jacks together. Arms, palms are open, reaching overhead, full range of motion for stability for shoulders or shoulder mobility. You are going to step out, reaching overhead for 10. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you're going to do the same thing, crossing in the front, opening up nice and wide. So maybe step out arms wide, close together. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. I'm going to start the clock. I'm going to give you a 3-second countdown. We are going to start over our chair or bench, stool with body weight squat. Again, this might feel easy for you. That's okay. If it feels hard, that's okay. Baseline. Get yourself ready. Here we go in 3, 2, and where's my, 1. Here we go. So, reminder, you are whole foot planted, sitting down, kiss the bench, stand up tall, squeeze your bum, pull up on your kneecaps. You are going to do these squats as slow or as fast as you want. 10 seconds. But I want you to keep that whole foot connected to the floor. Stay off your toes. 2 seconds. 1. Rest. Beautiful. You've got cross crawl coming up next. So a little reminder, fingertips by the ears. You are going to, with control, pull the elbow to the knee and then replace the foot. Here we go. If it is not possible for you to get your elbow to your knee, you are connecting with the wrist, opposite leg. Okay? So you're halfway done. Use the core to pull that leg up. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up next, the big dog round. You are going to, if necessary, touch chair, wall, push through that whole foot. Here we go. Lunges, single leg work. Soft plant, hit the ground, push through that whole front foot and up tall. So down, soft knee, landing, use that core. If you need a chair to push off to help you get access, one of the things I really want you to work on is not letting that knee cave or wiggle. Here comes your rest. Rest. Anytime you're doing squats and lunges, you want to keep knees and toes lined up for stability and for keeping yourself safe. Second last move of round 1 is your balance work. So holding that leg up, stable leg, lock out the glute, solid bum cheek, solid quad, and holding on. okay? So this alone is a challenge in that hip flexor, feeling fatigued, holding up your body weight, fighting for your balance. You got 8 seconds. Hold on. If you need to plant and reset, do so. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Plank position. Coming all the way down to the ground. Hands and knees is good setup. Wrists under the shoulders. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. And here we go, plank position. You're going to either work from your knees or your toes. You can start at your toes if you want. Again, eyes want to look ahead. Try not to look underneath at what your feet are doing. I want you to be a nice long line. Keep those shoulders pulled away from the ears. You're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Okay, round 2 is coming up. You're going to come all the way to standing. You're going to do a squat. Again, so feet outside hip width. Knees track the toes. Watch what your knees are doing when you go to sit on that chair. Does my kneecap line up with my middle 2 toes? When we stand, squeeze the bum, open the hip flexors. Eight seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, cross crawl, round 2. Fingertips behind the ears. You can probably hear my grandbaby in the background. It's snack time. It's morning. She's probably ready for a nap. Here we go. Crossing. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Try to make a connection. If you're not able to make the connection, I would rather that you tap with your hand, your wrist. So nice, tall, eyes ahead. Good posture. 6 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're back to those lunges. Doesn't matter how many you do in a round. Knees line up over the toes. Reach back. Soft plant. Whole foot on the ground. Push through that heel. Push off the back foot and standing up. This is moving blood. This is mobilizing nutrients. This is flushing things out of your lymph system. 2 seconds. Rest. And it's very common for people to feel crappy when they start to work out. Just persist. We're going to drink some water. Balance is coming up. Other leg. Here we go. When we're done, we're going to drink some water. You are going to eat good food. You're going to replenish. But don't be surprised if you need to talk yourself through this whole session. Why am I doing this? I don't feel like doing this. This doesn't feel good. Or maybe you're one of the lucky ones and it does feel good. Just don't beat yourself up too hard. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Okay, you are back to round 2 of plank. We are almost halfway through. So plank position, wrists under the shoulders. Here we go. Get yourself set up and ready to work. Eyes looking ahead. Tuck the bum in. You'll feel that when your booty pops and your core is open, you'll feel pressure in your back. Drop your knees down to the ground. Work on pelvic tilt. Tuck the bum in. Tuck the tailbone in between the legs. That is a plenty of work in a plank, is closing up the front of the abdomen. 3, 2, and 1. All right, rest. Okay, all of your energy to come up for round 3. We are back to squat. So if you are working without a seat or a bench, you got 2 seconds. You are feet hip width apart or just outside. Knees track the toes. Squat and stand. Squat low and stand. If it feels better to sit and pulse for 3 and then come up, challenging yourself, you can adjust the squat as you want. I just want to make sure that you are not pitching forward into your knees. Sit back. Look at that. You're done. Cross crawl. This time, we're going to mix it up. We are going to go outside. So very slow control, elbow to knee, outside, obliques. Okay? Fingertips by the ears. Here we go. Pulling knee to the elbow. If you can't touch this one, no sweat. Just aim for it. Wherever you're at is great. You're halfway done. Good posture. 6 seconds. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Lunges. You are back to where you started. Side A. Reaching back. If you want to adjust your lunge, you can start in a scissor position, feet hip width apart, and then just work on dropping that back knee. You could pulse, right? As long as you can, maybe 4 or 5. Rest, take the edge off, come on all the way up and rest. Pulse again. All kinds of ways to do these moves that will build strength along the way. And up. Pulse, tall chest. 2 and 1. Rest. All right. This time, T-balance. Soft knee in the front. Headlights and hips point toward the ground. Square them off. Here we go. So, reaching that leg back, stretching over the glute, finding your balance, coming up when you need a break. Your foot might tap down, and that's okay. Balance is a core job. It's a stability job. If you haven't forced your body to recruit balance and stability, this will be hard. 2 and 1. Plank, round 3. You're well over halfway done. You're already coming down the other side of the mountain. So get yourself down onto your hands and knees. Wrists under the shoulders. Walk your knees out. Tuck that bum in. So what I want you to begin to think about is your core has 4 sides. Front, side, back. You also have pelvic floor diaphragm. When you are booty popping, you're open in the front, your back will pay the price. You need to work on closing the front of the box. You need to work on pelvic tilt. Drive the tailbone under, squeeze low in the bum. There you are, you're done. Nice, solid plank line. Come on up. You've got 2 rounds of squats left and you're done, okay? So getting set up wherever you're gonna work. Over the chair, sitting back onto the chair, core tight, push off the floor, stand up, squeeze your bum. It doesn't matter where you used to be as far as strength and capacity. It doesn't matter how active you used to be, how strong you used to feel. All that matters is who and where we are now and where we're headed. Rest. There you go. You only got 1 30-second round of squats left. You know you want to do it different. You know you want to be better. Fingertips by the ears. We're going to do that oblique one more time. Side, elbow to knee. You know you're reaching for something else. Just be in your body today. Be kind to yourself. Know that you're going to drink water, nourish, walk in the sun after this training session. You're going to be kind to your body. 3 seconds. 2 and 1. Rest. Lunges. Again, step back, scissor leg, whole foot, tiptoe, feet line up with hips, and you can pulse. Now, if you have bunions, if you have poor mobility in your ankles and toes, lunges can feel really challenging. So there are options. If you need something else, if you do this baseline workout and you decide that you need me to provide you with a different set of moves that work similar muscle groups, same muscle groups, but different moves, I can provide you with whatever you need. Rest. Don't hesitate to reach out and say, okay, I thought I could do that and I can't. I need something else, because I got you covered. 7 seconds, T-balance, side B. So squaring off, soft knee. You are going to point headlights and hips to the ground. And then stand up tall, find your balance, stabilize. Maybe it helps to have your arms out to the side and then stand. You do you. Doesn't matter what your neighbor's doing. Even if they've dropped an F-bomb or two and then said, I'm out. It happens. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, plank. You only have 6 rounds of work left. That is 2.5, 3 minutes of work, tops, and you're done. 5 seconds, we're on our hands and knees, toes are curled under, wrists under the shoulder. I want you to work at tucking that pelvis in, close up the core. That's where the work is today, is bringing ribs and hip bones together. So tuck the pelvis in, hang on. Eyes ahead. Beautiful. You're doing a great job. Even a baseline workout, not for sissies. It gives you an idea, rest, of where you're at and where you need to go. Come on up. You got 1 more round of everything. In 4 seconds, back to our squats. So, sitting down, kiss the bench, stand up. You can prayer position your hands out front. You might be way fitter than you think you are. Maybe you've got weights. Maybe you're hanging onto a weight. Finish the move by locking out the legs. Lots of times squats just end here. You want to actually get your bum involved. Stand up, pull up on your quads. 2 and 1. Hallelujah. Squats are done. Okay, cross crawl. This time we're back to crossing the body, contralateral movement, left to right side connection. Here we go. Last round, cross crawl. Good posture. Eyes up ahead. Look across the room. 6 seconds. You got 90 seconds of work left after this. And rest. All right, last lunge. We are alternating lunge. So you are going to come down to the ground on 1, and then you're going to come back up, and then you're going to start with the other leg. Here we go. Soft plant. Push through the whole floor and up. Other leg. Same thing. Down to the ground. Press all the way up. Tuck that bum under. Soft control. Don't bash your knee on the ground. If you need to use that chair, push off the chair. Help yourself get up there. You got 6 seconds of work. 1 more. Come on, 1 more. 2 and 1. Ha! T-balance. This time we're going to do tree pose. 15 seconds each side. So hands on the hips, hands out to the side, hands on your head, whatever works. You're going to pull that ankle up to your knee, to your calf, wherever your mobility is. And then you're just going to hang on. We're going to change legs at about 15 seconds. So holding on here, 3, 2, release that foot, grab the other one, finding stabilization. Might take you a second. That's part of the work. 5 seconds. Hold on. 3, 2, and 1. 1 left. 30 seconds of work. Your last plank, and then we're going to stretch. So come down into tabletop. Knees hip width apart. Tuck that pelvis in. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. You got 25 seconds, folks. Hang in. Keeping elbows locked out. Great job. You are so close. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and ta-da! High five your partner if you were working out with somebody. If you were working out alone, high five yourself. This again was just your baseline. This is just kind of getting a feel for where things are tight, where you're stiff, where joints don't bend, what's really sore, what's really weak and compromised. This is so that you have an idea of where you need more support from me, where you need more specific work. I've got lots of moves that are completely safe and appropriate for building capacity and strength, and they don't need to be stupid like burpees and thrusters and running on the spot. Okay, you need to continue to do your walking to build your cardio. You need to move with a purpose. No strolling, no easy sauntering down the sidewalk. You need to get your shoes on. You need to drive. You need to visit. Throw some headphones in. You know, make it meaningful. Okay, so what we are going to do to stretch is we're going to use our stool or our bench, and we are going to start in seated position. You're going to fold your leg across like cross-legged sit, knee open. If this is hard on your knees, you just want to let that knee come up a little bit higher. Don't have to open it quite so much, okay? So you are going to proud chest, keeping that knee open wide. You can press on it a little bit with your hand if that feels okay. You'll feel the stretch in the hip head, as well as you're going to drop your chest closer to your shin. So that will deepen the stretch in the head of the hip. And you're just going to hold and breathe. And appreciate that you even showed up for one. 2 workouts for the next 2 weeks. That's it. That's all you got to do. They are going to be 18 to 20 minutes long. They're not going to be crazy. They're going to come with a demo. They're going to come with a stretch. And then you're going to spend the rest of your time walking, nourishing, sleeping, recovering. Okay? It's 20 minutes, making you stronger, harder to kill. Knee open, other side. Same thing. Hand on the leg, feeling the stretch in the hip head, proud chest, pulling your chest down towards the shin, stretching deep in through the hip head. Try to up your water a little bit today. Probably a good thing to go drink a couple glasses right now. Again, if you feel really crappy after this workout, it is lymph drainage. So taking your straight arm, palm facing the back, pull the shoulder away from the ear. You want to use the other arm to pull in nice and tight and stretch here. Your blood circulates through your body, delivering oxygen, delivering nutrients to your body. Your lymph is the sewage system for your body. And quite often when we don't move enough, muscles help lymph to squeeze and drain and release. And so what happens is the first few times we move our bodies with some intention, we can sometimes not feel very good. And in fact, that's most often in the gym when I would see people throw up after an intense workout with lots of jumping. Other side, switch your arms, would be that jumping motion where everything lets go in the body. All of the sewage drains into the body and then we feel sick. If you don't feel great, if you just feel bleh, sweaty, miserable, that's totally normal. You're normal. And it will improve. Okay? big stretch. You're also going to tip your head, ear to same side shoulder. You can reach around, just grab the side of your head, pull that other arm, let it hang down so that you get a nice stretch through the trap, through the neck. And release. And then same thing, other side, ear to the shoulder, reach long. It is my mission to remind people that you were designed to feel good in your body. You were designed for health. You are a product of the survival of the fittest of your people. You are here because you are the best of all of the genetic material that came through your line of ancestors, and you are capable of living healthy and strong and well. Let your neck go, give it a little stretch. Last thing, you're going to turn around in your chair. Hips are going to remain solid. You're going to reach around to the back, maybe grab, twist through your core, twist through that back. We were not designed to be fat and sick and nearly dead. I do not believe it. I am proof of that. I come from a very long line of average people. We've battled cancer, we've battled high blood pressure, we've battled cognitive aging disease. You know, we've got our share of problems. We've got genetic problems. We've got, just like the rest of us. You are completely capable of having what you want. It is as simple as rebuilding your body with good quality rebuilding materials, good quality food, some strength building. Muscle is metabolic material. Muscle burns hot, burns fat better. We just need to get you stronger. And then just walk, lots of steps. Your ancestors walked and walked miles, water, gardening. We just sit far too much. This doesn't have to be beat you down, crush you. This can be stuff that just feels good in your life. Don't expect it to feel good off the hop, but baby steps to where we want to go. You were awesome today.